Greetings, greetings, greetings. It's December 16th, 2023, and I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to take my daughter home after the completion of 2 years of graduate studies in computer science. This is a very proud moment for me, and it's a journey that started many years ago. Having the conviction that education is the path going forward from a very early age, and that was also brought on by the conviction of my grandparents. So it's a continuation of that early conviction. So I'm proud. It's a proud moment, and I'm looking forward to greater things. I'm feeling very elated. I'm feeling great. Just the same as when my sons graduated college, universities. So proud moment. I look forward to many more things to come. And I hope this is not the ceiling for anyone, because as we grow educationally, as we grow professionally, as we grow emotionally, the state that our now state becomes our, what must I call that? Our now state becomes our floor. And we have to keep shifting that ceiling. The reach is going to be shifted periodically because there we cannot plateau. We can never reach to a point of no more going forward. So let me hold back right now by saying season's greetings to all in my audience. I want to say I hope you guys are making all the necessary plans for having a great Christmas in whatever way you see fit. And we're all looking forward. And my hope for everyone for 2024 is greatness, a new beginning, or an enhancement to something that is going great. But as I said, never sit it down. Ambition just grows. The ceiling is always shifting because as you get to a point, that point becomes your floor. So, in my audience or my reach, I again implore you all to look forward and use these moments for reflection. Whenever there is any kind of achievement along the path, we should all speak on it because it energizes, it gives us hope, and it gives us determination. Because what qualifies you for moving forward is actually success. And if any venture is deemed successful, then it's an elevation and it's a push, it's an excitation to move forward. So use it to the best of your ability. I know there are times when we may get to a point and complacency sets in, and I can speak for myself. And if there, sometimes you need some form of encouragement, somebody to tap you on your shoulder and say, Ray, you can sit, or say, you cannot sit there. There is more for you to go after. So make use of opportunities. Sometimes people will say that this person may be lucky, or this person may have gotten the opportunity. But I will qualify that by saying Without readiness, opportunity is of no use. If you're not ready for a situation, for any situation, even when presented, you have to look aside and say, that's not for me. So always be in preparation mode. As long as you're in preparation mode, more opportunities will be afforded, more success will be gained because you are ready. I cannot, and for one example, and I always use educational terms for my examples, I cannot be at an algebra level and then I'm going to be taking a calculus test. Totally impossible. Of course, algebra, geometry, trigonometry, arithmetic, all those are needed to merge into higher learning. But unless those are achieved, then there's no need in jumping straight into calculus. So let's be ready. Let's always be ready. It may take years for some. It may take months for some. It may take, no matter how long, you have to identify your abilities. You have to acknowledge where you are at any moment, because that's where your springboard is, wherever you are. Don't try to correlate. Don't try to look at another's progress, because we are at different stages of our life. And when we are at different stages, the needs to move on are going to be different. This is something that I've tried to instill in my children growing up. And of course, it's brought down by my grandmother. I always make mention of her because she was very instrumental in my educational growth. Not because she could have helped me to do my homework, but because of her willingness to push, to say, Ray, you can do it. Go ahead. Ray, the expectations are here. Do it. And because you love grandma, you want to satisfy. So after a while, the shift was from satisfying grandma to saying that, yes, this is what I need to do. So I'm also talking to parents, I'm also talking to guardians, whoever. It's on you to encourage. It's on you to be the fire, the igniter at the early age. And then you can see the growth. You can watch the growth. You can watch it, and where that you can realize deficiencies. And if there are deficiencies, it's on you to help. It's on you to push for whatever is needed to move past challenges, because there will always be challenges. So you gotta stay with the children. And it's not a one fix for all. No, it's not. It cannot be that way. That's why you have to be witty. You got to be aware. Because if certain moments do pass by, it's gonna add more challenge. And I go back to saying, if you cannot read, or your ability to understand when you read is not on par with the grasping of new ideas, then you're going to be left behind. So you as a parent, I as a parent, I am responsible for seeing my children through, for seeing that they achieve that competence level to grasp new ideas. I am the one who is responsible for asking for help if help is needed. I am the one who is responsible for encouraging, because that's the magnifier, that's the amplifier, that's what pushes fire to the push and pushes energy. So what you have to encourage, you have to find help if help is needed, but before that you have to acknowledge and work on. So the first thing is acknowledgement, knowing where you are. And after acknowledgement, you have to go out there and search for the fixes. The fixes cannot be overlooked, because if overlooked, then probably you may need to do a segue. Probably you may need to go an alternative route, because the readiness is not there. So again, I'm thankful. I'm happy. I am elated for this is my last child, and I feel good. And of course, I feel good. And the achievement educationally over the years has been great. And of course, there's much more that can be done, that will be done. And I encourage, I push, and I'm going to continue pushing my children and whoever come in my path to move on their abilities, to work on their abilities, to do what's good for themselves and the society at large. So again, it's one love. Merry Christmas, and may the new year find you with that kind of energy that is always looking for an enhancement to whatever is already there, a new awakening if there is no direction, and the courage to hold on to, the courage to move and continue moving and applying greater force to your ambition. Stay good, stay safe. Again, enjoy the Christmas and do it in whatever you see fit. One love and Jah guide.